Hello, my name is Paul Herbert. I'm a retired U.S. Army Colonel and Executive Director of the 1st Division Museum at Cantini Park in Wheaton, Illinois. Here we present the 101-year history of the U.S. Army's 1st Infantry Division, the famous Big Red One. September 13, 2018 is the 50th anniversary of a tragic event in that long history. On this date in 1968, the division's commanding general, Major General Keith L. Ware, was killed in action near Loc Ninh, Vietnam. He was the only commanding general of the 1st Division to die in combat.
I don't know of anybody that ever said anything bad about General Ware. Whenever he walked around, his dog was with him, he emitted like a glow, like we couldn't believe after he was killed that he was dead. It was just an impossible thing to happen.
General Ware was a soldier's soldier. In World War II, he was drafted into the Army in 1941 and was commissioned as an officer through Officer Candidate School. He served in North Africa, Italy, and France with the 3rd Infantry Division. Among many decorations, he earned the Medal of Honor, our nation's highest award for valor, while serving as commander of the 1st Battalion, 15th Infantry, 3rd Infantry Division in France in 1944. He volunteered for service in Vietnam. In January 1968, he directed the defense of Saigon during the Tet Offensive. He took command of the 1st Infantry Division on March 8, 1968. General Ware was at the front when he died. The January Tet Offensive shattered the Viet Cong. Despite their relatively feeble attempts to restart the offensive in May and August 1968, many of their forces were in hiding or fleeing to Cambodia. Near the border, North Vietnamese Army troops advanced from Cambodia toward Loc Ninh to cover them. Several battalions of Big Red One troops engaged them in heavy fighting. General Ware flew into the airstrip and temporary firebase at Loc Ninh to personally direct the action. Shortly after his aircraft departed that place, at about 1 p.m. on September 13th, it was engaged by enemy anti-aircraft fire and destroyed. All aboard were killed.
That morning, I was fortunate enough to give a briefing to the general about what had happened the night before, which was my regular job. It was not only me, it was a half a dozen of us that made this briefing. And we told the general about this battle going up in Loc Ninh, and he flew up there, and as a result, unfortunately, he was shot down and killed. I didn't know what happened because I worked the midnight shift, if you will. When I woke up and people, it was like there was a buzz around the camp. Did you hear the general got killed? It was unbelievable. And it's funny, when you hear something like that, the first thing you say, you're kidding. You know? But they weren't kidding.
General Ware could not have carried out his duties without the brave men who accompanied him that day. They were Captain Gerald W. Plunkett, Aircraft Commander, Chief Warrant Officer William Manzanares, Jr., Pilot, Specialist 5 Jose D. Gutierrez Velasquez, Crew Chief, Specialist 4 Raymond E. Lanter, Door Gunner, Sergeant Major Joseph A. Venable, Division Command Sergeant Major, First Lieutenant Stephen L. Beck, General's Aide, Lieutenant Colonel Henry M. Oliver, Division Logistics Officer, G4. Also killed was General Ware's beloved pet German Shepherd, King.
After everything settled down, they set up a row of caskets with the 7 guys that were killed with their boots on each casket, and then they had a small casket with a dog's collar on it for the general's dog, a little German Shepherd.
We mark this day in mourning, but also with great pride. These brave soldiers are among the more than 13,000 1st Infantry Division soldiers who have given their lives for our country since 1917.
Every soldier loved the man. I mean, a soldier's soldier. You imagine a general that would take the time to say hi to you. You go in for that morning briefing and he would just sit there like a normal guy with his legs crossed like this and a dog by his side. He'd pet him every once in a while and he'd say, "Go ahead, Captain, continue," that sort of thing. He talked to you like you were a real person, someone that he could get to know. I would have loved to have known the man person to person. He was just that type of guy. And I can see why people have missed him.
Keith L. Ware was part of the long tradition of fighting generals of the Big Red One who have gone where the soldiers go and done what the soldiers do. As did they, General Ware set a personal example of the division's enduring ethic. No mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great. Duty first.
But he was a great man, and the soldiers in the 1st Infantry Division were truly fortunate to have a general like that to lead them.